IMSA fans, we have Indianapolis Motor Speedway President Doug Boles, sleepless, tireless, loves this facility like no one. And Doug, we haven't had IMSA here since 2014. Why that's important to us this weekend, the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks, there's an ownership change here in 2020. Roger Penske, Penske Entertainment, someone who loves this place as much as you, which is hard to believe, but the investments, the beautification, there are a lot of things that are different about this facility since IMSA fans last watch us go racing. This is why I want to go for a tour with you and have us as our tour guide of what's new, what's different for fans who are coming to watch this amazing event. Where should we start on what Roger and you and the whole team have done here?
Well, we're in a pretty good spot right here at turn one, and we'll walk around and get a chance to see the spectator mounds have gotten bigger. We got new video boards throughout. That curb that blew up in the NASCAR that was here then, we've changed that, so we go take a look at what the drivers actually see. Obviously, we're going to have some lights for this weekend on Saturday night. Hopefully have some lights as we go forward with this relationship in the future, so I can kind of show you where those are going to be. But a lot of stuff that's going to make the fan experience great. What I love the best is just that GA access 15 and under are free, so we get all those folks out here. But a lot has changed. Roger has allowed us really to make a lot of difference to the customer experience, so let's go check it out.
IndianapolisMotorspeedway.com, right? That's a place for tickets for folks. IMSA.com as well can link in, but we're going to go show you all the places you need to look at and see, because this is an event to be at for sure. We are standing on something called Mount Boles. Doug, I remember in the early days of the Indianapolis Grand Prix, there was viewing moundish kind of thing. We're standing on this beautiful creation that I'm hoping IMSA fans will come and enjoy the first couple turns here. Tell folks about this and the expanse.
So when they were here in 2014, we had a small mound that was just right over there, sort of at the exit of turn 2. And what we've done over the last few years, we built this area, which was called Mount Boles, and in the last year, though, we've connected the two. So it's maybe not the best thing for me to do, because I'd love to get you to buy a reserve seat, but the cheapest seat in the house is a GA ticket. And in a lot of ways, this is the best seat in the house, because you see the braking zone going into turn 1. You see cars coming out of pit lane. Right in front of you where that AMR truck is right now, that's where the blend line is. You see them going into 2, up into 3. And then off over to the right, you can see them down the chicane, and they're heading down Holman towards turn 7. So you get to see so much of the racetrack for a GA ticket from right here on this amazing spectator mound. This is my favorite place in the entire facility.
And we're what, 15, 20 feet high at least?
We're about 20 feet high above the ground, so you get to see everything so well. The further into this mound you go, you've got that big video board to watch. In the future, I think we'll have some video boards up here for folks, hopefully by 2024. But this is, again, one of the best places in the Speedway. And when it's a beautiful day like this, no better place to be here than with all your other IMSA racing fans.
Camping's another big, cool aspect of this IMSA weekend. Tell me about this concept, Doug. We're here on Thursday, and folks are already starting to file in, but tell folks about the camping opportunity here as well.
Well, you know how important an IMSA race is. Camping is part of the experience, part of what you do here. So it's not something we've really ever done at the Speedway before. So we talked to Roger, and we basically took the old F1 inner loop, as you can still see it right there, and then we built asphalt roads back and forth. And we've got power for RVs and campers to come in here. We've got a whole tent area that'll fill up. So this whole area inside Oval Turn 4, really all the way up to the Miller Lite Party Deck, is for camping. So you can come in on Thursday, stay till Monday, sleep in the shadow of the pagoda. Never really been done here before. I can't wait, and if this works well, it's something I think we'll offer at some of our other events.
Doug, we saw here at the recent NASCAR Brickyard event exploding curbs, and that has been rectified and fixed as well. This is something new for this IMSA weekend. Tell folks about this, because we see cars launch and fly, but hopefully this time anything that happens there in the IMSA weekend, the cars will do the flying, the curbing will stay in place.
Yeah, I think the curbing is going to be fine. In 2014, they had that temporary curb down here when they raced here last. We've obviously removed that. This is a permanent curb. It's inside the racetrack. It's concrete. Gets a little bit more aggressive as you get inside it, so it's a little bit of a deterrent to try and keep the cars on the track. And then as drivers five coming into here, we widened it up a little bit, so cars could get through here too wide and a little bit better than they could in the past. So from a performance standpoint, from 2014 to today, this is really the only change in terms of the racetrack, but it does allow the speeds to increase just a little bit, because you can get through this corner a little faster and a little safer.
Really hard to miss, Doug. Something brand new as well, since we were here in 2014. This whole building is something new, and I know it is busy. Tell folks about what's behind us.
Yeah, so this is a partnership with our friends at BMW. So it's a BMW Performance Center. We do between 20 and 30 days a year here of BMW activation, where they bring in the M Series cars and people and dealers get a chance to see them, learn about them, and then put them on track and put them to test. So we're an official Chevrolet track, right? But our friends at Chevrolet and BMW get along great, and this is used, especially on a weekend like this. A lot of the BMW Club folks will use this while they're here as well for the IMSA race.
Doug, we have another new thing, and that is a vendor row that isn't a little sliver or in some place it's hard to find. This used to be the TV compound. Yep. Now we have manufacturers, vendors. You can buy merch for your favorite teams, favorite everything. Tell folks about this.
Yeah, so the TV compound used to be right here. We moved the TV compound outside of Oval Turn 4, which allowed us to really expand the midway here. It used to really just be Chevrolet. So now with 18 OEMs that participate in IMSA, we got a chance to get a lot of them in here, as well as a vendor thing. So we're still on setup day Thursday. So by the time we get into tomorrow and the weekend, this will be full. But it's right in the shadow of the pagoda. Got that big board over there that you can go watch while you're hanging out. But a great way to thank those supporters, those manufacturers that are invested in one of our favorite series in IMSA.
Get a shirt, get a hat, get a sticker, get a koozie, get a something. Step in and get the feel for a Hyundai or an Acura, a Chevrolet. This is part of the fun of the sports car event as well, with those 18 manufacturers plus fans who are very loyal to 100%. Certain drivers and manufacturers. This is a beautiful gift here.
And it's right in the middle. Like you said, it's easy for everybody to get to. If you have a GA ticket, it's right in the middle where you would sit for GA. If you're out in the grandstands, it's easy to get here under the tunnel, and you can always get your picture taken with the pagoda. That's never a bad day.
There's some guy I know who each morning takes a little photo and posts that as well. Saying good morning from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
I think I've seen him say good night from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway too. That kind of happens, right?
That too, but yeah, this is just a fun place. Come and hang out,
yep.
Get to see all the new models and dress yourself in all the gear and go root for your favorites.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doug, we're sitting, pretty amazing place. That's what I wanted to close on. We've seen the cool stuff inside, general admission tickets, beautiful spots, mounds. This is kind of another big tradition though, sitting in the grandstands at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tell folks about some of the places they can buy tickets, whether it's Holman, the high end, or just sitting among our sports car racing family.
Well, so as I told you earlier, I encourage people to do the GA ticket. It's the best value, you get to wander around. But if you want a seat, you can do that high-end seat right in the Hellman Terrace Club, which is a really cool exclusive club right at Pit Out. Or you can be right here in the middle of H&J stand. Brake zone, everybody going into turn one. You see them coming out of pit lane. Watch them go through 2, 3. They've got a video board out here, and across the way you see them go through the chicane and down Holman, and you can see the skyline of the city of Indianapolis. This is a fantastic seat because of all the action that goes on coming into turn one here. So if you're going to just get a seat, I'd say H&J stand, go right there. On Sunday race day, you can go down to Northwest Vista, a little bit more of a walk. I'd stay right here in H&J.
And another little secret, you know who else you might see out here? This guy, because he might be in charge of the track. He's also one of the biggest fans of racing, and this is where we genuinely find you quite often, yep. Doug. So IndianapolisMotorSpeedway.com for your tickets, IMSA.com as well. Yep. A lot of great options. We really do hope we see you here for the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks. Make sure you follow along with us on IMSA's official YouTube channel. Follow IMSA Racing on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff with some pretty cool people, some pretty cool race cars. Visit IMSA.com to hear the action called live and download the official IMSA app to follow the timing and scoring information as the sessions take place.